Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. So sa lahat ng mga who came here for the first time, ako nga pala si Engineer J. I am a civil engineer by profession. I am also currently teaching as a professor sa one of known engineering school in Davao City. Okay? Now, for your information na lang din, I've been here in YouTube for a while na. I've been uploading tutorial videos sa engineering and mathematics subjects. And just for your information na lang din, this is my first ever vlog. So, I think I am still adjusting pa. And I think it's kind of awkward pa sa akin na magsalita in front of camera na mag-isa. But I will be doing my very best, just to finish this vlog and can help you in your journey of becoming a successful professional in the future. But ano nga bang pag-uusapan natin sa video to? Okay, so I know that you are already aware of that since nasa title ko naman. So in this video, I am going to give you some tips and advice on how to become an effective online learner. So paano nga ba maging epektibo sa online class? So yun yung mga pag-uusapan natin in this video. So I hope guys you will stay with me until the end of this video and I hope na magustuhan at marami kayong mga matutunan. Dahil sa COVID-19 pandemic, maraming mga schools and universities na nag-shift ng kanilang instruction into online mode. Since again, we know that the government has suspended mass gathering and that includes classroom meetings. So we do not have a choice but of course to obey what the government says. However, hindi dapat natin i-compromise ang ating education. So we still keep pursuing education and let's take this pandemic as an opportunity to hone our skills, to learn more and even better, and baka may mga hidden talent ka pang mga na hindi na-discover. So this is a good time for you to unveil your hidden talent, okay? So let's still continue educating ourselves even in this time of pandemic. So maraming mga ayaw at hindi gusto sa online learning. Tama po ba? Kasi marami itong mga disadvantages. Una na dyan, yung iba walang mga devices such as laptop, cellphone, walang mga internet connection and so on. Now, but for me kasi, ang online learning, aside sa its disadvantages, marami din itong mga advantages. No? It could be a convenient tool for learning. At isa na nga dyan ay ang online learning could give you a flexible time of learning. So you can learn wherever or whenever you want without waking up early, without commuting para lang pumunta sa school, and so on. So, at your house, pwede kang maka-learn. That's one of the major advantage of online learning na hindi natin makakaila. So, we have to shift that negative mindset into positive mindset since we don't have a choice. Secondly, since we are facing or we should not stop learning kahit na may pandemic. And now, let's begin my tips with the first one. So, my first tip ay understand online learning practices and expectation. So, you need to know na ang online learning ay very different from what we used to have. Face-to-face classroom meeting. So, magkaiba siya. Hindi madali ang online mode of learning. Sa online learning, tinitest dito ang yung dedication na matuto. Okay? Unlike sa classroom meeting, isa sa mga drawbacks ng online learning is ang communication. Hindi mo madaling makakausap si teacher at hindi ka makakapag-collaborate sa iyong mga kaklase. Okay, that's one of the major drawbacks ng online learning. So wala kang maaasahan in online learning but you yourself alone. Okay? So you need to have a significant time to learn. Okay, so you need to read a lot of resources, a lot of books, you need to watch a lot of lecture videos para maka-learn. Okay, so it tests your dedication, it tests how motivated you are to learn. Okay, so in online learning, you need to have enough or a significant amount of time and a high level of motivation and determination. And now my second advice is to look for dedicated study area or space. As much as possible, maghanap ka ng lugar na malayo sa mga disturbances, no? Malayo sa ingay or anything that could hinder you from learning. And then I would suggest na please avoid learning sa bed or wag kang mag-online class while nakahiga because that could be a temptation para makatulog. So you stay away from your room. As much as possible, you look for a quiet and a place away from any disturbance or noise. Now, my third advice is to have a good internet connection. Now, how can you attend online class if wala kang internet connection, no? So you have to choose network na faster so that diretso-diretso yung panunood mo ng lecture video and so that hindi ka maputol when you are taking online exam and quizzes. Because a slow internet connection could also be one of the factor na pwede kang bumagsak sa quiz, no? Since pwedeng while nag-take ka ng exam or quizzes, pwedeng maputol yung internet connection. So, that could be a cause ba't ka bumagsak. So, you have to make sure that you have consistent internet connection. But syempre, hindi talaga maiiwasan na there could be also an instance na you do not have good internet connection, but you are required to attend classes. So, in that case, I would suggest that you download the lecture materials such as videos whenever you have good internet connection so that even offline you have the ability to access them and view them. Okay, so that would be my tips now on how to deal with slow internet connection. Now, my fourth advice is that you have to know the objective of the topic that you are attending. Bakit? So that you will be on track always. So, para hindi ka mawala sa track, no? Baka iba na yung pinag-aaralan mo and so on. So, you need to list down the objectives of every topics so that from time to time, you will be reminded on the objectives or learning outcomes that you are hoping to achieve, no, by the end of the lesson. So, para hindi ka mawala sa lesson. So, you have to remind yourself on what the things that you are aiming to learn. Now, my fifth advice is to plan ahead. So, hindi ibig sabihin na kailan yung deadline, that would be also the time kung kailan ka magsasubmit ng assignments and projects. So, you can always submit it before the deadline so that may spare time ka pa gumawa ng iba, no? So, you have the time to do other things and have a rest. Okay, since resting is very important when taking online learning. So, you have to stay on track. So, dapat hindi ka behind. So, I would suggest you create a to-do list. List down all the tasks that you need to accomplish within that week, and so that you are on schedule. Now, kasi if you are not on schedule na, it would make you panic. So, pag panic ka na, then it would affect the quality of works that you are doing, no? Since if panic ka na, you are not minding anymore if tama ba ang ginagawa mo or mali na. So, you are submitting it kahit mali, di ba? So, if just to comply lang. So, you need to avoid submitting late and you should always keep on or schedule, okay? So, that's my fifth advice, and now my sixth advice is to always participate in online discussion. Why? Because that would be a good time for you to ask your teacher whenever you have problems, whenever you have difficulties in the topic, and at the same time, that would be also a good time para makipag-communicate sa yung mga classmates. So, that would be the time to collaborate, have a collaboration with your classmates. So, always participate and keep in touch with your teacher and classmates. So, always participate in online discussion. However, due to slow internet connection, that would make you absent, no, sa mga online discussion, no, using Zoom, Google Meet, and Teams. So, I would suggest you talk to your teacher about your internet problem so that he or she can set a time at on his or her convenient. Okay? So, always have a communication with your teacher and your classmates. Now, my seventh advice is always, of course, the most favorite one. We should always take a break. no, at least have a time to rest, no, kahit 15 minutes lang. So take a walk, okay, then talk to someone, no, in your house, talk to your parents, participate, no, since if you have a personal time for rest, then you will be able to work effectively. And also, again, you should always do stretching, no, baka magkasikip ka dahil sa kakaupo mo lang. So you need to at least galaw-galaw ng konti, no, every 30 minutes for 15 minutes, and then you keep yourself away from your study area or from any screens, no, kasi if always kang nakababad sa screen, that would affect your eyes. So at least have a rest, no, para ma-distress ka naman. Now, my 8th advice is to use online resources, no? So, if you encounter difficulty sa pag-understand ng topic, then you can look for other resources online. So, we have free library online such as Google Book. So, it would be better if may access yung school mo sa mga online digital learning platform such as Wiley Plus, Cengage. So, take that as an advantage, no? Take that as an opportunity to look for other resources online. Okay? But make it sure na yung mga resources na kinukuha mo online are credible and reliable, no? Para naman tama yung mga information na kinukuha natin. However, guys, online resources could be used in a very wrong way. No? One of the major drawback of online learning is cheating. Pag online learning kasi, sobrang dali na lang ang pag-cheat. No, you can do FB Messenger para mag-send ng mga answers and so on. So, medyo that's one of the major drawback of learning. But you have to remember, guys, that cheating is not a good way para maka-learn, no? That how are you going to assess yourself if nag-cheat ka? Tama ba? So, you need to be honest all the time. No? And also, meron din gumagamit ng Google to look for the answers sa online quizzes and exams. Please avoid doing that. So, as much as possible, you have to work harder. You have to learn, no, in your own. So, wag kang mag-cheat. No, that would not make you better. So, make use of online resources in a good way. Tama ba? Now, my number 9 or my 9th tip is to ask for help. So if you have encountered problem, no, if you have problem with regards to your internet, pag may mga hindi ka naiintindihan sa lesson, then you can ask your teacher, no? You can email, you can message him or her using Facebook if permitted, but do not expect naman na re-replyan ka nila agad since may mga iba pang ginagawa rin si ma'am and sir. They might be sleeping, no? Especially if nag-message ka sa kanila ng madaling araw. So, expect na hindi ka nila ma-attend immediately. So, you have to always keep in touch with your teacher and your classmates. So, ask for help, no, if you have problem. No, always be open, no, on anything that you or in any problems that you encounter all throughout your online class. Okay? Now, my last tip, and I think the most important one, is be motivated all the time. Be motivated. Know the reasons why you are enrolling the online course. Know the reason why you are attending a class, even pandemic. So by knowing your goal, you will be motivated and determined, of course, diba? And you have the reason to wake up every day. So you have to know your priority and goals in life so that you will be successful, no, in the future. I guess that's the secret for being online or in online class. And I guess that ends this video. I hope, guys, you have learned a lot in this video, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. But please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, guys, for listening.